Far away, the ship is taking me far away from the memories of the people who cared if I live or die. The starlights, I will be chasing the starlights until the end of my life. I don't know if it's worth it anymore to hold you in my arms. I just wanted to hold you in my arms. My life, you electrified my life. Let's conspire to ignite.
Hello.
All the souls that would die just to feel alive. And
I'll let the song keep playing until it's done. Because I fucking love this cover. And then we'll get started. Trust me, we have a lot to go through. We have a lot to talk about tonight, so.
hopes and expectations, black holes and revelations.
Oh, and by the way, for concert number 2, which is happening this year, by the way, it's nearly guaranteed. Just to let you guys know, Starlight is going to be on the set list. So, just letting you know about that.
Far away, the ship is taking me far away from the memories.
I'm probably going to make it the last song on the set list, I'll be honest. Because, like, it's very fitting for a finale song. Just gonna let the song finish and then we'll get started on talking. Love the harmonizing in the background that I added here. Really helps everything come together better. All right, so, oh boy, we have quite a bit to get through tonight. I'm going to put on some like chill music, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to set the volume to like minus 25 dB. How are we tonight, by the way? How we doing? How goes it for everybody? Okay. Wait, is this actually a thing? Yo. Okay. Hold on. Yo. Okay. How does this sound? That's actually really good. Okay, yeah, that's good. Alright, so, I'm doing pretty good. This is the first time in a couple weeks that I've actually been able to say that and be perfectly honest. I thought, because I did promise it in the videos, I thought I would come on here, talk about shit, because we did it. We officially made it through the Hazbin hiatus. Oh wait, what? Ah, there we go. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, but yeah, we officially made it through the Hazbin fucking hiatus, and I have reacted to every episode. Y'all can find them on the channel. Self-promo here. It's my fucking stream. I'll do what I fucking want. And I enjoyed it. I just want to kind of start with saying that, like, I really enjoyed the season. I have a few gripes with it, which we're going to talk about. This is going to be probably a really long stream because there's so much shit that I want to talk about. Like, it's kind of crazy exactly how much there is that I want to talk about. We fought literally last week. Okay, that's actually what I'm going to start with. I'm gonna start with pros. Like, I'm gonna like start with pros and cons and shit. The voice acting. We have got to talk about it because, fuck, is the voice acting in Hazbin just some top tier stuff, man. Like, I didn't expect it to, like, I didn't expect there to be any faults exactly, but I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, if that makes sense. Because, like, I don't know. So, it's, like, looking at the pilot, the voice acting was good, but I did notice that, for, like, specific characters, that is a very hot take, but we'll get into that. Yes, this will definitely contain major spoilers, because I'm gonna be talking about just about everything from every episode. Like, I'm gonna go through, like, I have on my phone, I have notes for things that I want to talk about. I tracked them down after each reaction, and I'm gonna be, fucking talking about them, obviously. So, like, that's the first thing I want to talk about. Like, the voice acting is so goddamn good. I think the contenders for best voice actors / actresses would be Alex Brightman. Just, that motherfucker brought everything he had and took some from the devil to make that role what it was. Because, holy shit, not only his performance as Adam being as great as it is, but his performance as Pentious is really good too. And it's like, the two, you can't really listen to them both and tell me that you know that those are the same guy. Like, you cannot tell me that you can distinguish the two. Like, you can't tell me that you hear those voices and think Alex Brightman. You can hear it in Adam for sure, but not Pentious. Like, that voice is pretty much replicated from the pilot voice acting, and it's just so good. I think next contender for best voice actor definitely goes to Erica Henningsen. Erica just blew it the fuck away. Like, she blew me away in her first episode. Like, her portrayal, her enthusiasm with Charlie as a character is so good. It's so powerful. She's so energetic. She's so... And I remember seeing it on the live stream. She was like, I did not want to fail the fan base. Like, I did not want to fail these people. And I'm like, girl, you did such a fucking great job. And it's like, God, there are so many things, like, little things in her performance that I talked about in some of the reactions, but some of the accents she puts in, whether that be, like, actual accents, or accentuating certain syllables in certain lines, is just so on point with the character that it's so goddamn good. I will say that I wasn't exactly blown away. Okay, so this is probably not the hottest take in the world, but I'm still gonna, like, preface this is something of a con. I wasn't blown away by Stephanie Beatrice as Vaggie. Like, there were points where she did a pretty good job. Like, okay, so I gotta talk about this because, like, Vaggie in the pilot was a very, very expressive character. She was not, like, she was brought forward as the very serious, the very, strong-willed protector, but if she was anything, she was not monotonous. She wasn't stone-faced the entire time. She had an attitude, but in a lot of cases, she got angry. She got playful with Charlie in some areas. The concern in her voice was genuine. Like, this is not slander or anything. This is just critique of the show. I actually prefer the pilot voice over Stephanie Beatrice for Vaggie. I think that there were certain points that she did pretty well on. Namely in the finale with the battle with Lute. And of course, her voice in the music itself is stunning. Her singing voice is just so fucking good. But there's another thing with that too. Her singing voice is distinctly higher. Like, very, very much so higher than her speaking voice lines in the series. And it's like, that didn't jive well with me at first. And it's like, I get that she was trying to do the Brooklyn Nine-Nine character. I can't remember what her name is, but she played a character in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which was very similar to how she's portrayed in Hazbin, which, that's fine. Bring back a character that you know how to play and integrate it into the one that you're currently doing. But my issue was that Stephanie Beatrice's singing voice is naturally just higher. And it just kind of didn't work for me. I don't know. There are some things about that I don't know. I was kind of iffy about. And then MVP number 3 in voice acting. And I know there are a lot of people that are heavy on opinions about this, and so was I when going into the show. I stated it in the very first episode, my reaction to it. But I'll be honest, I agree with Ember in the chat here. I think that to a certain extent, Blake Roman is a better Angel Dust than Michael. Now, before people get up in arms and angry at me, I think that Mr. Michael Kovac is probably the best indie voice actor that the scene has seen in years. Like, oh my god, why is that? Okay, there we go. Like, I think that Michael Kovac is a living fucking legend. He is a treasure that deserves to be put inside a museum. Like, his voice recordings need to be put in a fucking museum, because that man does every single role that he does perfectly. And he brought the character of Angel Dust to life in a way that I don't think anybody else could have. I think he brought an energy, a presence, a showcase to that character that I don't think anyone will ever be able to properly replicate. But I will say that on the spectrum of range and the attempt at replicating that presence, that Blake Roman actually did better. I think that he brought so much more depth, he brought so much more emotion, he brought so much more heart to Angel Dust as a character. I really, really think that Blake Roman deserves every single bit of credit that he gets for this role. And let's not forget, this is his very first role out of acting school. This is the first thing he fucking landed. Let's remember that for a second. Let's just let that sink in. This dude is like, for being as big of a role as he is, he's pretty young. And for as good of a job he did, he's pretty, I would say, like actually in the field, he's pretty inexperienced. He doesn't have a lot of roles to his name. So the fact that he was able to nail this character as much as he did is so awesome to me. Because I said it in the reaction to episode 1, like, Blake Roman did a great job selling me on at least emulating some of the presence, but, and of course we're going to talk about this later on, especially when it came to episode 4, god damn, his portrayal, like, everything that he put in just really hit a high in that episode. And he really surprised me with what he was able to pull off. The pain in his voice during his talk with Husk. The legitimate, like, it's almost like I don't want to assume anything, but it's like, you don't get a portrayal of a voice that's talking about that kind of shit unless you've been through it. And as someone who's been through it, that voice was so genuine in that episode. His portrayal of Angel Dust as a character is so wonderful. And he brought it to life. He took what Michael did and put it into his vision. And I think that was the best way to do it, because, like, he took example from Michael. And I think, yeah, that, like, gotta stop saying that, but I really think that was the best way to do it, because we all know that the fan base of the Vivzy Pop community is very rabid. They're very obsessed in a lot of cases. And I don't think anyone could have done it better. He took what Michael did, he took it to heart, and he thought, what can I do to add depth to this? What can I do to add some reality, some trauma? Yeah, that's the bit I'm talking about. Like, it's so powerful what Blake Roman was able to do. I personally think that next to Erica and Alex, he is the MVP voice actor of the season. He did such a good job. And, I mean, I'll say it again. I think Michael is just the best indie voice actor we have right now. He is. Like, I don't know how to say it other than by saying it like that. Michael is the GOAT. He is the end-all, be-all, and I will shout it on top of the mountains. That man can do any role, and any role that he touches turns to gold. But somehow, Blake Roman managed to capture the spirit of his performance and make it more three-dimensional. Like, man. I could talk about Blake's performance for hours. Man, it's just so amazing. The show was so much better than I thought it would be, because I think it was Advo and I were talking about it in the server the night that I reacted to the finale. We were both like, you know, going from Hell of a Boss to this, it really makes sense when Viv said that Hell of a Boss was the placeholder for Hazbin. Because it's like, no offense to Hell of a Boss. I love Hell of a Boss. I love Blitz. I love Stolas. I love Moxie. I love Luna and Million. All those characters. But the fucking sheer difference in quality is insane. It's nutty. Like, again, no offense to Hell of a Boss. It's got a great story so far. It's emotional. It's got some fantastic fucking fight scenes. I do think the fight scenes from Hell of a Boss are a lot better than those in Hazbin Hotel, but that's just me. But, like, Hazbin is leagues better, I think, in terms of keeping a consistent tone. Because Hell of a Boss has this problem where it flops between the comedy and the seriousness, but it doesn't know which one to go for when it's going for one of them. Like, there's always just this back and forth element there. Hazbin knows when to keep things light, but it also knows when to make things heavy. And it knows how to make sure that it doesn't have dialogue that makes you laugh or makes you go, haha, funny. Like, there are a lot of moments that are some, like, genuine tearjerkers. And y'all saw it in some of my reactions. Like, I cried, I think, 5 times during the whole reaction series. I want to say, like, 5 times. Like, it's... Man, okay. Yeah. I'm just really impressed by the show overall. Bring up some topics. I want to talk about stuff, but I'm horrible at bringing up topics. Hold on just a second. You know what I like? I like pineapples. We're not going to have another get back in the microwave sergeant moment, by the way. I don't think we're going to ever have one of those again. Like, unfortunately, because that moment is iconic in Winter Ecosystem Channel history. Or Winter Ecosystem history. Get back in that microwave, sergeant! Alright, bring up some topics, people. Yeah. Oh, man. Wait, which one? No. That was the reprise of that wasn't Whatever It Takes. Yeah, it's funny because that's what I originally thought it was, but when editing I was like, oh shit, Yeah. I actually made that mistake, and that's why in the reaction I said from episode 3, and then the text says episode 5, dumbass. But yeah, that man. Yeah, that got me. That was one of the tearjerker moments. That was one of those moments where it was like I had been waiting for a Charlie and Vaggie moment. Like I had been waiting for a Chaggy moment the entire season, and that was just it, man. I remember that so very clearly. It was so awesome to finally see that moment, and just their voices. Erica and Stephanie's voices just go so fucking well together. Like, I didn't think it was funny. I beg your pardon. Excuse me. No. It was not funny. I know a lot of people laughed. I know a lot of people laughed. Like, I know a lot of people did. But it's like, that wasn't funny to me, man. I was kind of fucking devastated. I don't know about you. But I kind of... I was kind of taken out for a sec because the cherry snake moment had just happened, and I'm like, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. Okay, so I'm actually gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm going to scream it to the mountaintops. Cherry Snake is my favorite ship in the show. Okay. That is how badly that is how devastated I was when that happened. So if anyone says that it's funny, get out of my chat. Like, I hated that Penchas died. And you could see it through my whole reaction. I kept pausing, and I was like, is Penchas really gone? Is he really dead? Is he... Where is he? But he's redeemed. And I want to talk about that too. Because, like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, what is that gonna do for next season? Like, sorry that we're already talking about... Oh, shit. I'm sorry to hear that. But, like, what's gonna happen next season with that? Because that's gonna change the whole, I guess, angle the show is based around in storytelling-wise. I have a big feeling that half of the season is going to be set in hell, and half of it is going to be set in heaven, with Penchas and Sarah and Emily and possibly other seraphim or cherubim or what have you with other celestial angelic beings. I want that to be the case, because there is so much room for development there, and storytelling and world building in heaven. Because, like, we got a glimpse of heaven in episode 6, but we didn't get a lot of it. So I assume that I assume that we're gonna get a hell of a lot more of it in season 2. I really want to see more of it, because Viv's development of hell is so cool. Like, she's made it into its own world. Like, it really feels fleshed out. So I can't wait to see what she's done with heaven, if she has. Like, I think she said on a live stream once that she hasn't developed heaven nearly as much as hell. And if that's the case, that's fine. I just really want to see more of the world building that she's done with it, because all of qualms with her personally aside, I think that she has created something absolutely wonderful with Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss. Like, I am so damn invested. I may have a few gripes with her as a person and as a creator, particularly as a social media user, but I love the universe that she's created. It's absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to see more of it. Speaking of which, apparently we're supposed to get like 3 Hell of a Boss episodes before the end of the year, like throughout this year, which is kind of nuts because we haven't gotten anything since what, October of last year with the mid-season finale for season 2. I think they specifically said that, like, beginning of the year was going to be for Hazbin, and it's like, I think they said the latter half of the year is going to be for Hell of a Boss with like 3 episodes, which is kind of nuts. Don't mind me just eating some pineapples. I told you guys, I'm a connoisseur of these babies. I don't think they'll get it done that quickly. I'll be honest. Like, I think Q4 of 25 or 2026. I don't think they'll get it done that quick. Like, I'll be real. Like, because they said that season 2, I think, is going to be longer as well. So, I think Viv said it was the same deal that Arcane had. I think Viv said it on a live stream. I think because Arcane, for those of you who don't know, is a fantastic show and you should watch it. But it had a 9-episode run, and season 2 is coming out this winter. After, I think they said 5 years of development, because they finished up like most of production for season 1 and immediately started on season 2 again. And there were 9 episodes. And from what we've been told, I believe, I'm not sure this is correct, but I'm like 75% sure this is correct. I think that the creators of Arcane said that they were going to double the season length. I think that's the same situation here. I think Viv said that it was something along those lines, that like the episode, the amount of episodes is doubled. I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case, honestly, because I mean, with it being so popular, much more of a budget is given, much bigger time frame. Either way, I'm excited. I really like pineapples. Anybody else like pineapples? Indeed, pineapple enjoyer. I've kind of said it for like the past year. I am a connoisseur of pineapples. I know the taste difference between a Hawaiian pineapple and a Floridian pineapple. That's some wild shit. I actually can taste the difference because of certain additives that they put in each. I know the difference. Also, that's probably just my tism as well, but... Oh, what are we doing? We're thinking of things to think about. Tism taste detection trademark. We're talking about Hazbin Hotel and topics, but we haven't even touched on probably the best thing about the show. The fucking music. Dude, I have the entire soundtrack downloaded. And I guarantee you I have listened to each song about 100 times already. God, the soundtrack is so fucking good. It is beyond me how Viv not only created 16 absolute bangers, in my opinion, but just about every one of those bangers is in a different genre. Like, each one has just a distinctive style to it. It's truly staggering. You didn't? It was kind of advertised as one. Like, Hell of a Boss isn't exactly a musical. Like, it has some musical elements, I guess, to help fit the Spindlehorse standard. But Viv has always been a musical person. She's a theater nerd. And, you know, with it being with Broadway cast members, you'd think there'd be some music involved. And it was advertised as a musical first and a story thing second. And I love that. I love the musical nature of it. And it's funny because you split it in half, because there are 16 songs in the soundtrack. You split it in half. That is the perfect amount of time for a stage play. Like, the season itself is the perfect amount of time for the stage play. For a stage play, sorry. Like, there's the what's that called? The mid-show break. What's that actually called? Like, there's a formal term for that. But then, yeah, it's something just... Viv planned it out meticulously. Intermission, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I am very surprised that I was able to upload that supercut without any problems. Because holy shit, the amount of copyright strikes and claims that I've seen on other channels, like in their community tabs, like they've shown like screenshots and stuff, I thought that I was gonna get hit hard. But no, I got to upload the full episodes. Completely, pretty much uncut. You know, with my very long-winded talks, but... I think top 5 songs of the soundtrack, Stay Gone, or Stayed Gone, is up there. Loser Baby is up there. Just absolutely. That song deserves to be on people's top. Like, that deserves to be on people's top 3 lists. And I'm not surprised that it's oftentimes people's number 1. I love, I gotta actually look at the OST list. Hold on. I think my favorite songs are Stayed Gone, Loser Baby. Probably More Than Anything is definitely up there. You Didn't Know. Out for Love is surprisingly in my favorites. I love that song. Out for love. And I also love Finale, the last track. Like, Ready for This is okay. I think that's one, like, and I think, oh, and Hell is Forever. Yes, I'm doing it, by the way. I am doing it. Don't ask me, because I'm already doing it. I've already planned it. Don't ask. I'm doing it already. Just to let you guys know, I'm doing it already. Nice. Again, I'm looking at the chat. I'm doing it. I am doing it. Eventually. So, yeah. Yeah. Man. Putting it to top 5 is hard. Because I also really like Respectless. Like, Hell is Forever, Stayed Gone, Respectless, Loser Baby. Hell's Greatest Dad is great too. Guitar solo, fuck yeah. Yeah. Hell is Forever, Stayed Gone, Respectless, Loser Baby, Hell's Greatest Dad, You Didn't Know, Out for Love. That's 8. I can't narrow it down. Whoa, will my camera focus, please? Hello? There we go. That's better. Hell is forever, whether you like it or not. Like, I eventually want to actually just cover the entire soundtrack. Like, I know it'll be very hard with some of those. Like, Happy Day in Hell is going to be really hard. I think You Didn't Know is also going to be pretty hard because there's a lot of high notes in there. Ready for This is also going to be really hard. I also think Whatever It Takes would be pretty hard. Like, the ones that I want to cover as soon as possible are Hell is Forever, which You Didn't Know is up there for me. It's not my favorite. I think that either goes to the finale track, Hell is Forever, or Loser Baby. You're a loser, baby, a loser, goddamn baby. You're a fucked up little whiny bitch. God, it's so good. Yeah. You're a loser, baby, lose a goddamn baby. You're Anyway, yeah, man. Oh my god. Cross the pearly gates. Just to find their fate, because hell is. Yeah, I think I want to do Hell is Forever Stayed Gone and Hell's Great is Dead. As soon as possible. I'm already doing one of those. No, I'm actually already doing two of those, but one of them I'm doing with somebody. So, you guys will have to stay tuned for that. I mean, I can't blame her. It is the most listened to song on the soundtrack, actually. Yeah. Hold on. Get out of my chat. Bassists don't exist. Get out of here. That's fair. No, there's no such thing as a bassist. It's the CPU now. Is anybody else in here, by the way? Like, is... I mean, no offense to you, Ember. I just want to know if other people are in here. You're a fucked up little whiny bitch.
Thanks, asshole.
You're loser, baby. A loser might just maybe. Okay, hold on. Okay. I return to actually speaking. Okay. But yeah, bassists don't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. The time for bassists is over. It's CPU all the way. It's like Nick says. How to do bass. Take 2 strings off of your guitar, throw away your pick, watch a DT504 video, aggressively slap, then politely put it down and download and use Nocturnal Bass instead. So, it's definitely possible that they could. You're a loser, baby, a loser, but just maybe you should together. And to think that tomorrow is when I start my hiatus. I actually debated on doing that because it's like, I could put out more content. I could definitely try to get more stuff out, but it would just drain me. Fording around town after a 7-year absence. Did anybody miss him? Did anybody notice? More on tonight's program. So the radio dim is back in town. Why is he hanging around? What does that mean for your family? Well, I've good news. I've got good news. He's a loser. He's a fossil, and I don't mean to sound hostile, but the demon is a coward. You can take my word as gospel. I'm visual. He's barely audible. Don't give it. Pulling my view is impossible. I'm visual. He's barely audible. Don't listen. Don't. What was? So the radio demon's back in town. Why is he hanging around? What does that mean for your family? Well, I've got news. He's a loser. He's a fossil, and I don't mean to sound hostile, but the demon is a coward. You can take that as gospel. Pulling my view is impossible. I'm visual. He's barely audible. Don't listen to a word he'd say. Hope he had a nice vacay, but he should have stayed away. While he hid in radio, we pivoted to video. Now its medium is getting more rare. That note is so weird, okay? Like, I'm gonna admit it, that note was extremely weird when I first heard it. Like, does anybody else feel like that? Medium is getting bloody rare. Rare. Like, that note is just really weird in that song. I don't know if it's just me, if anyone else caught that, but it just doesn't feel like the right note. I don't know. Mary's medium is getting bloody rare. Hell's been better since he split. Where's he been? Who gives a shit? Salutations, good to be back on the air. Man, like for how excited I was, I don't actually have too much to talk about. Like, I'll be real with you guys. Yeah, I don't know. Um, I know that they are going to... Like, I do want to get more of that relationship. Like, I don't think there was anything relationship-wise between the two. Like, I don't think it's anything like that. But I know that there is definitely a history there that we're going to learn about probably in Season 2. See, I'm sorry. I'm really tired. Actually, I'm great, but I'm very tired. I had a hard day at work, so I don't really have much else to talk about, like, with this show. God, I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably gonna head off pretty soon. Yeah, we're if I remember correct, Viv said we are going to get that story in Season 2, along with Pentious development or Repentious, which is really cool. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what else to talk about. God. Like, it's the fact that there's so much to talk about that I don't know what to talk about. But my mind is fried. I do apologize for probably ending this pretty early. So, I am unfortunately I mean, we know about Husk, we know about Anthony, we know a bit about Nifty, I believe. We know a bit about Alistair. I mean, we kind of know some of the backstories between most of the Sinner cast. But that's expanded media, so I don't blame you if you never know. But yeah, I'm actually gonna head out for the evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow, I believe, or not tomorrow. Actually, yeah, tomorrow in one video, and Monday in one video. And then I will be off of this channel until fucking April, when we do a lot of stuff. So